Hey guys, it's PokeGirl7 here, and it's been a minute since I sat down and filmed a video for this channel. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've uploaded, and even that last upload was like a pre-recorded video from my Patreon. So it's been a minute since I really just sat down and made a video for my main PokeGirl7 channel. So I'm back. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much to everybody who has stuck around recently. The last month or so has been a little bit crazy, and we're going to talk about everything that's been going on in today's video. We're going to talk about what I've been up to, what my future plans are for the channel, and all of that stuff. So if you're out of the loop, I recently made a video telling everyone that I would be quitting making Pokemon Go content on this channel. So it's been a little bit over a month since I've made that video, and I just wanted to talk about like how life has been since then and what I've really decided I'm going to do with this channel. I'm still trying to figure it out, but we're going to cover like every detail of that. I just felt like I needed to sort of catch up with my viewers, and I'm going to be filming a Q&A as well. It may be in a separate video. I'm not sure just yet, but if it's not in this video, keep an eye out. It will be in a new video soon. But I feel like I just said I was quitting, then I kind of left you guys hanging. I uploaded a couple of Animal Crossing videos, which was really fun, and I uploaded a vlog from my recent New York City trip. That was so much fun. That was an insane trip. But we just never really talked about the Pokemon Go stuff anymore. So I guess let's just talk about like how I've been doing mentally since all this stuff. So quitting Pokemon Go is something that I never thought I would do, especially when it comes to making content. Like, I have played the game here and there a little bit since I made that video, but I've honestly barely logged into the game. I played for like one day during, I don't even know what the event was called. It was the one with the the hat Pikachu with the Wilmer bag. I played during that event, and I got that shiny Pikachu like as soon as I logged into my game, which was pretty funny. But other than that, like, I've hardly played. I get raid invites all the time to play, and I never accept them because I don't really want to spend money on the remote raid passes right now. So I really just not hardly touched the game. I did play while I was in New York City because I wanted to get Bouffalined. It's the regional that spawns in that area. I got a couple of those, but other than that, like, I didn't touch the game the whole time we were in New York City, and I haven't really missed it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I've hardly even thought about the game. Like, the app is still on my phone, and like, it's there for me to use whenever, and I never told myself I wasn't going to play anymore, but I haven't even thought about playing or really wanted to play at all. Like, almost none in the past month and a half, or maybe more now. We've had a couple of community days that I completely didn't play. Like, I see everyone's screenshots and videos and stuff all over Twitter and YouTube and Instagram, and it's so strange because this time around I didn't feel any FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, I didn't feel worried about missing anything, which is usually the reason that I would keep playing Pokemon Go, is because I felt like I couldn't miss out on all the new shinies that came out or new events and stuff. And it's pretty funny, I did not care about playing the last 2 community days. Now granted, they were community days that most people weren't excited for anyways, but I feel like I'm accomplishing a personal challenge of mine, and it sounds silly, but it's like I wanted to commit to not making my whole life about a game, which is Pokemon Go, in this instance, and I feel like I'm overcoming that. Like, I don't have to play that game to have a purpose or have something to do, you know. There's like other things in my life that I want to do, and I said in my recent video, like when I announced that I was quitting, like, I had all these reasons why I was quitting, and I feel like I could have just summed it up to, like, I don't want my life to be about a single game anymore. I want to branch out and do other things, and I've really done that this last month or so. It's been very rewarding to watch myself just, like, be kind of like a normal person again. And another thing that's crazy is this has been my first time ever playing Pokemon Go as a normal person and not a content creator since, like, 2017, which is pretty wild. Like, if I do open the game and play, there's no pressure to film or anything, but I do think now that I'm not making content, there's no reason for me to even play the game. Like, I think it's just time for me to quit entirely. So I do think I'm done with Pokemon Go completely. Of course, I announced I'm done with the content, but I think I might actually quit playing the game as a whole. A lot of people are sad about that, but it's been like 5 years. I think I'm ready to just do something else. And that brings me to the other content that I've made. Okay, so I've been all over the place with content. So for a while, I was kind of like hyper fixated on Animal Crossing, and like I was so obsessed with all things Animal Crossing. It's such a fun game. You can be really creative in that game. I've been playing it since it was released in March 2020, and I love it. But then we took our trip to New York City, and it kind of threw me out of the loop. Like I wasn't able to sit down and film content for the game or anything, and I kind of got distracted by all the traveling and all the fun we were having. And when we got back from New York, I just didn't touch Animal Crossing. I didn't touch the Switch at all for a while. I do this when we get back from traveling to somewhere. Like, I end up not wanting to play video games a lot, or like I have a hard time zoning back in and like getting back into a routine, which it's not just a video game in my instance, it's more of like a thing for work. Like, I would like to make content out of the games I'm playing. So it's one of those things, like, after we get home from a trip, I get super, like, unproductive. So when we got back from New York, I was like, well, maybe I should just post some content from the New York trip. I did go on the New York trip without the plan of really making a bunch of videos. I was going to just kind of enjoy the trip as somewhat of a vacation, because I did mention in my previous videos that a lot of times when I would travel for content on the channel, I would go on all of these extravagant trips and, like, go to these amazing places, but it would be taken up by work a lot. You know, I would be worried about getting the right shots and filming and playing Pokemon Go and editing all night, and I never really take in the place that I'm traveling to in the fullest. So I decided to do that with New York City, and it was really nice. I did film a few things here and there, but it didn't take up my whole trip. It took up hardly any time on the trip, and when I got back, I just decided to quickly edit what I did film, put it together in a little mini vlog, and post it here for the people that actually do care. Of course, less people are going to care about this stuff that's not Pokemon Go related. I do understand that, but it was cool to just like film what I wanted to film and post it. And that's not sustainable for like the future of the channel, but I thought, why not? I just quit Pokemon Go. I'm not posting anything else right now anyways. Might as well post some New York content. So I did, and I really enjoyed making that video. The editing was fun. It was kind of a short video, but I did some different techniques in my editing in that. You may not be able to tell, but it was really fun for me to try some new things, and I was overall really happy with it. And then we had the shark teeth trip video. Okay, a lot of people were really confused. They were like, why are you posting a video about shark teeth? But hunting shark teeth is one of my secret hobbies that me and my husband do when we go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We do it at other beaches, but we usually only find shark teeth in Myrtle Beach. So we went there back in August, and I had a bunch of footage that I filmed with my GoPro on my head and with my new camera and everything, and I was like, I need to make this into content, and I posted it on my Patreon like a month early and gave them access to it exclusively. And then I ended up saying, why not just post it here on the main channel? Like, I'm not making Pokemon Go videos anymore. I want to show people my personality and my hobbies more, so I posted the shark tooth video. It's so funny and random, but I love hunting shark teeth. So yeah, now we're caught up. I just feel like I needed to explain why the videos have been just random. Like, it went from Animal Crossing to New York to the beach, and they're out of order even. Like, I went to New York after the beach, but I posted the videos backwards. None of it makes any sense. But I'm sure you guys have noticed I'm trying to find myself and find out what I want to do in terms of content for this channel. I've thought about keeping the Pokegirl 7 channel as a gaming channel. I just don't know what kind of games I really want to play yet. A lot of people want me to keep doing travel content similar to the travel content I would do while playing Pokemon Go. And I think I could do that, but I possibly would do it on a different channel. Something about Pokegirl 7 just makes me want to keep this as a gaming channel, but it's so hard for me to figure out what I want to do with that. I guess that's where you guys come in. Like, really let me know in the comments down below what you would watch. Like, it can be anything, literally anything that I'm allowed to post on YouTube. Just let me know, because I have a lot of subscribers still, and I feel like I could use this channel for something. Like, I could build it back into something maybe bigger than it was before, but I'm so lost on what kind of content to make. Like, do you guys want to see games? I know a lot of people are going to unsubscribe because they subscribed for Pokemon Go, and that makes sense. A lot of people have unsubscribed already, which I knew would happen. So I'm not saying that like every person watching has to stay, but for the people that do want to stay and stick around and watch me do other things, what kind of games do you like? Or like, maybe you don't want me to do games. Maybe you do want to see other types of content. Like, please let me know, because I don't want to just like leave everyone. I love what I've built here on YouTube, and I've had some great memories with my subscribers when it comes to meetups and my live streams on Twitch and here on YouTube, and we've just had some great memories together, and I want to keep that. I know it's going to be a little different because it's not Pokemon Go, but I really want to know what you guys want to see. Now that I'm at a point where I'm really done making Pokemon Go content, I think I'm ready to take the suggestions and the recommendations. So please just request whatever you want, and I'll take it all into consideration and kind of filter through it all and see what sounds the best for me. So the last month or so, I've been in a really weird mental state. Like, half of my brain is like happier than ever, and I'm at like a certain peace because I don't feel pressured to play a game and make content that I don't enjoy anymore. Like, I don't feel that pressure. I finally put my foot down and was like, I'm done doing this. It sounds really dramatic, but it does come down to that as a content creator. Like, sometimes you feel forced to stay in one lane because you're afraid people are going to leave, which they will, and they do, but you have to just get to that point where you're finally like, enough's enough. I gotta go for the greater good of myself. But it's like half of my brain is relieved. Like, I feel better that I've quit and I'm on a new chapter of my life. But then the other half of my brain, I like how I'm splitting it in half. The other half of my brain is like so confused about what I want to do, super lost and worried. Like, I don't know where my future is headed. I don't know if I'm going to be forced to go back to kind of like reality, a normal job, normal life, that sort of thing. I don't know if making content is going to be sustainable for me financially and that sort of thing. So I'm trying to just get back in the flow. Like, my channel is monetized. It's like I'm already there. I am going to be getting less views for a while because my previous viewers are going to be clicking less frequently on my videos. They're going to be watching less. They're going to be unsubscribing, and YouTube's algorithm sees that, and they think that viewers are losing interest, because they are, of course, but then it doesn't recommend it to anyone else, like new people that would watch that content. So it takes a long time to get to the point where YouTube will recommend your videos to new people and the target audience that you're trying to get your videos out to. So this takes a toll on finances and performance of the channel overall. So it takes a long time to sort of get over that hump. Like, I'm gonna have to get rid of the people for a while that aren't interested anymore. I'm gonna have to take the time to find new people to watch, and it's a long grind. It's almost like starting over on YouTube sometimes, which I feel like starting was a lot easier for me than right now. It seems like my channel just blew up when I started making Pokemon Go content. So it's gonna take me a while to find one thing I want to make content about, stick with it, and with YouTube, you really got to be consistent and post very frequently about pretty much the same topic or very similar topics together. Like, you can't really mix match your content that much. The algorithm doesn't really like that. They compare every video that you post to your last video or like your last few videos. So basically, if I post a video about Pokemon Go that does really well, it's going to compare the next video I post to that Pokemon Go video. Like, let's say I do Pokemon Go and then Animal Crossing. The Animal Crossing video isn't going to do as well, of course, because my viewers aren't interested in Animal Crossing, so they're not going to click. But then YouTube's algorithm sees that, and then it doesn't show it to anybody that likes Animal Crossing videos. It kind of just dies down, and the algorithm doesn't get recommended. And that's just sort of where it lies. It's going to take a long time to get into the flow of things and to be able to make the type of content that I want. And I just want to thank you guys for sticking with me throughout this process. It's been really hard for me to figure out what kind of videos I want to make and just what's next for my future. So like I said, half my brain is happy, the other half is like so worried. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to explain. It's a really confusing feeling. I knew this would happen whenever I quit, and I knew it was going to come eventually, and there was never really a good time to quit, so I had to just kind of bite the bullet and pick my poison and do it. Good things just take time, like they say, so we will see what happens. But like I said, I do want to thank you guys who have stuck around, and even to the people who won't stick around or haven't. Thank you for building me up to the point that I'm at now. Like, the past 3 or 4 years of my life have been something I never thought would happen to me, so thank you for that. Either way, no matter what happens, at least we still have the memories we have, and I think at some point this next chapter will become something great, and I think we will be able to turn this channel into something big again and positive again. So what have I been into the last month and a half or so? So first off, we did go to the New York City trip, which I talked about, and that trip was actually paid for by a friend of ours who is also a member of my Patreon. This person has been a great friend for the past probably like 3 years or so, and they helped us go on this extravagant New York City trip. Like, this trip was crazy. We got to stay at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, which is like one of the most expensive hotels in New York City, and like the nicest hotel I will probably ever stay at. Like, it's crazy. Like, a week after we left there, the Kardashians were there, and I was like, I ate on the same plates as the Kardashians. It's so silly, but it was like the craziest trip ever, and I kind of showed it off in that last video. Like, I showed the room, I showed some of the cool tourist things that we did, but like, you cannot see through the video how nice this place was and how incredible that trip was. So that was just a dream come true. I thought would never happen to me, and I'm very thankful for that friend, and thank you for supporting me all these years. And also, I want to thank my Patreon members, all of you, whether you're paying for my Ritz-Carlton trip or not. I really do appreciate you guys, whether you're on the $1 tier or the $20 tier. I have some really generous, kind, helpful, loving people on my Patreon, and you guys are really helping me through this time right now with being confused about what kind of content I want to make. I'm not making any ad revenue currently from YouTube because I haven't been posting, and my channel is just sort of at a standstill right now, so the Patreon really helps with that. Kind of makes up for the lack of YouTube revenue. So thank you to my Patreon members. I'm actually doing a giveaway of one of my Pokegirl 7 pins. That's going to be tomorrow, probably the day you're seeing this video, so you guys watching might miss out on the giveaway, but I'm going to be doing giveaways on my Patreon periodically, like once or twice a month. Basically how I do it is every Patreon member on any tier is included in the giveaway, and I just randomly pick a name from my list, and then that person gets mailed whatever I'm giving away at the moment. So a lot of times it's postcards, sometimes it's pins and random things like Pokemon cards and little things that are decently easy to ship. So that's just one thing we do on Patreon. Anyways, after we got back from New York, like I said, I went to like this weird zoned out phase. I didn't really have anything I wanted to do. You could say I went into like a depressive phase. I always have like a post-trip depression. It always happens to me. But me and hubby did end up going out to our favorite place called Paint Creek a lot. We like went to the creeks and the rivers and did some stuff outdoors. We like bringing our dog there. We've done some things like that. We just rode four-wheelers in the mountains the other day, and that was really fun. And hubby actually just recently fixed up his four-wheeler that he's had for a long time and has been slowly buying the parts to fix. So we finally got it fixed completely, and that was really fun to go up there and ride that. So I've been doing random things like that, but for the most part I've been home just like having no idea what I want to do. I've been really into horror movies lately, which is weird. It's like a hyper fixation I've had recently. I think it's because it's October and this is like the spooky time, so this is the perfect time to watch movies. But that's like been a weird obsession of mine, is like picking scary movies to watch and watching the whole series, like watching all the sequels and learning about the characters. And I've been really into just film as a whole, and like what goes into making a horror film and all the different stuff. And I actually posted a video about this topic on my second channel, which brings me to like another topic I want to talk about, is my other channel. Right now it's called Katie Plays, because it was gonna be like a gaming channel for a while. Earlier this year and last year I was posting some gaming clips over there, but it was never anything I really took seriously. It was supposed to be sort of like a side thing for me to do. I never really expected it to go anywhere. But the other day I just used that channel so I could upload a video about horror movies. So it's just a list of 31 movies you should watch throughout October leading up to Halloween. I just thought it'd be fun, but I watch a lot of horror movie related content on YouTube, like film analysis and like countdown videos and tier lists and things like that. And I was like, maybe I could use my second channel for that. It just all comes down to what I feel like it depends on what I start posting on my main channel, and that's gonna change what I post on my second channel. Like if I start posting travel content here on Pokegirl 7, then I'll probably just keep posting horror movie or scary themed stuff on the second channel. But if I don't post travel stuff here and I decide to post gaming stuff here, I might post travel stuff on my second channel. So you guys can see how confusing things have been in my brain lately. Like everything's jumbled, so I need opinions from the outside, I think, at this point. I think I'm ready to take the opinions. I've given myself time to collect my thoughts, and you can see where I've gotten with that, so I think I need to take some outside opinions and let you guys request some things. It would be really cool to get another channel monetized so I could have 2 monetized channels that I post way different types of content on, because the way my brain works, I'm gonna need various things to do. Like, I'm gonna need various topics to make videos about, and you can't really do that on one channel, so it'd be cool to have one channel for certain topics and another channel for different topics. So that's like my goal and kind of like my dream. I just gotta find my consistency and find a balance in all of it and really dedicate to certain topics, but I'm not rushing it. I don't want to just pick a topic to make videos about and run with it and like never try anything else. I'm in like an experimental phase. So like I said, Patreon has been helpful for that, and my husband has been helpful as well. He's been working and stuff, and that's been helping us stay afloat, I guess, in a way. But I'm in an experimental phase, so we'll see how everything goes. And yeah, that's pretty much my end goal, is get those 2 different channels monetized so I can have creative freedoms and not be tied to just one thing all the time. So hopefully that works out for me at some point. I think it's a long ways away, but that's the end goal. I did consider making like one final Pokemon Go video, and it was going to be like a compilation of all my favorite moments from the channel over the years. Like all my favorite moments from shiny reactions and subscriber meetups and all of that good stuff. I thought about doing that one last Pokemon Go video to thank everyone and properly like have closure on the Pokemon Go stuff, because some people still are confused about it. I feel like I put the last video on private because a lot of the comments were like either misunderstanding why I was quitting, or people were just being really negative for no reason. So I ended up privating that. So a lot of people are confused. So I might make like a closure video and a greatest moments video soon. So who knows? That'll probably happen towards the end of the year, because a lot of people post those kinds of videos at the end of the year. So that's going to be something that's far off in the distance. I need time to like collect all the clips, and I feel like it'll take me a while to edit it too, because I want it to be good, because it's like the nail on the coffin of Pokemon Go. So it has to be special. Okay, so I've talked a lot in this video, so I'm going to film that Q&A next, and it's going to be in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new so you don't miss any videos. I don't know what to say anymore. Some people tell me to keep saying Gengar Gang, like subscribe to join the Gengar Gang. Some people say I need something new, so let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, subscribe for my new videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!